What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Nick, and today I'm building another house in The Sims 4, and I have face cam, so this is a first. Welcome, nice to see you. Let me know what you think of the face cam, if it's something you would want to see in more videos going forward, only in select videos, or no videos. It won't hurt my feelings, so comment below what you think of the face cam. It won't hurt my feelings, I promise. Today, we're doing a limited pack build with the new expansion pack Growing Together and the base game. I went wild. This is a house just truly fully out of my imagination. I had no reference pictures, but I was heavily inspired by modern farmhouse architecture, modern maximalism, Art Deco a bit. There's a really interesting take on a red barn, which you'll see it's kind of this left portion of the house. I also made use of many skylights, and it creates the most amazing shadows inside of the house that you've ever seen. Trust me, it is worth watching till the end to see the screenshots. You can also see some edited pictures of this build on my Instagram at NickLastGame. That is where I post some really pretty screenshots of the houses that I've created. So check me out there if you want to see some of that. Now I'm going through and adding some color to the exterior, and this is where I decided I wanted to go rainbow with it, and it has all these different colored building blocks, and that was how I kind of pieced the house together in my mind, was with all these different blocks, and I colored them accordingly. And the best part about these new modern windows is they come in so many cool colors. So I was able to tweak them for each part of the house, and that's something that I don't think I've ever done before, making the windows different colors on pretty much every section. But the color on the exterior of each section of the build plays into the color of the interior for that part of the build. So I think it works really nicely. It's also cool that you can get some different patterns with these windows. I don't know if that's a proper way to put it, but the way that the panes are arranged on them are different in different color swatches, which is really cool. A fun little fact if you didn't know about it. I went with this kind of, like the toddler toy. That was my idea for the yard. I wanted it to be this like manicured, hyper real, maybe super realistic, just kind of out there, you know? It's very outrageous, and I thought about who would live in this house, and I knew it wouldn't have many bedrooms or bathrooms, and it would be a lot more of a artistic build, I think, than a practical, functional one. It's definitely functional, but not if you wanted like a big family. So with that, this house is 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. There's a really large bonus space that you could easily turn into another bedroom if you wanted to. I don't know the best spot to add another bathroom. You could play around with it, and I would love to see if you did move things around, what you did. You can download this build on the Sims 4 gallery under my user ID at NickLastGame, and it costs 101,000 simoleons in the game. So very expensive for not a lot of house, but I went wild with these 2 packs, just the base game and Growing Together, and it was really fun. I think limited pack builds present a lot of challenges because you're missing some of your favorite items. At least I am. I have every pack, so I'm used to building with a lot. Scaling it down is a challenge, but it's fun, and it makes me try new things like I did in this build. I definitely would have never attempted something like this if I didn't want to get the most out of the items that I was using. I love this yellow portion of the house and the different landscaping that I did in the backyard. We're already moving on inside, but there is light landscaping out there. I imagine you would be hosting a lot if you had this house. It's a house that you would want to show off, definitely. So I made sure that the back had quite a bit of just like walking space, so that you could just like sit and entertain, or I guess stand and entertain. Now we're inside, and there's this really open kitchen that takes up this huge section of the house, and this is where the staircase is actually, that goes up to the bonus room. I was thinking of putting the bedroom up there, but I don't know how nice that would be if you had guests over and they just wandered upstairs into your bedroom. It could totally work. I wanted to try something just a little different. I did put this desk right on the other side of the island, and I thought that was a nice, unique idea to make this space a lot more functional because it is small, and I wanted to make sure that you could do a lot in there. When I say small, there's a lot of tiles used in this house, but it doesn't have a lot of unique rooms. Each room is just very big. Like, this dining space is huge, but I thought it would be really cool to walk in, look to your left, and see this just like gallery, bridge-esque space with huge windows letting so much light in from the front and the back of the house. It's very symmetrical, but I didn't make it entirely symmetrical. There's still some pieces of asymmetry throughout. I did change the colors of the chairs on the one side. I went with an all orange, yellow, and white instead of rainbow because I thought it just made more sense. Each section was kind of colored already, so you got every color of the rainbow in this house. You don't need it in the dining room. But if you like it that way, I won't be offended if you go ahead and change it. Some other things about this house. So now that we're inside, I decorated it for a very accomplished artist sim. Just one. You could easily make it for a couple, but I believe her name is Nyla. She's also on my gallery page using only Growing Together and Base Game. So that was fun too. That one is definitely harder. I think making Sims, I want as many packs, as many tattoos, as many hairs, as many everything as possible to just really create the person that I was thinking of. So doing a limited pack create a Sim is very tough, but she turned out incredible. Her house, so cool. So cool. This sitting space is one of my favorite things I've done. It has this like narrow entrance to the bedroom, and I didn't know what would be best there and how to separate it because there is no walk-in closet, but the bedroom is huge, so you shouldn't be struggling to find a place to put on clothes or to store them. So I made it this built-in cabinet feature with a mirror, and I added the new foliage object to section out the space a bit. And I think that was a really, really nice touch. I added some easels, guitars, plants everywhere, paintings, cool light fixtures. I think the private spaces of the home show a bit more personality and tell the story of the sim, and the rest of the house is more like an art installation almost that Nyla built. I really hope that's her name. If it's not, I'm going to be embarrassed, but you can find her. Upstairs, I decided to use the bonus room for a gym, study, and another painting space. There's also a sink. I thought that would be beneficial just to have a spare sink up there. I don't know what for. Maybe you could make it like a drinking fountain if you have custom content for that. I don't, and I had very limited packs, so I put a sink, and I think it'll come in handy if you plan the build. We are just about at the end. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your favorite items from the pack, anything you would want me to build in the future, and what you thought of this one. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Check out some of these screenshots. Alright, bye.